guys, bienvenido de nuevo a mi canal de YouTube. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, you guys. After so long of procrastinating, I'm finally here and I'm finally doing this video for you guys, and I'm so excited. So before we start with this video, just a disclaimer. Everything that I'm about to disclose in this video, I'm taking all of that from my experience of being in this business industry for a couple of years now. Things that I've seen people experience before, things that I've experienced myself, things that I've gone through myself, things that I've done, things that I've tested out, mistakes that I've made, all this kind of stuff. My own experience as an entrepreneur, I'm gonna speak from that. Let's get started with this video. I'm very excited about this video. Okay, so I started doing hair ever since I was in school. A lot of kids used to make fun of me for this because for them it was funny, and it was very weird for them to see that I would do hair. And I used to hustle ever since I was in school, and this whole doing hair thing started in school, where I used to do kids hair for like 5 rand. And then during school holidays, I would also do grown people's hair, and I'd charge them like 20 rand or less. I started this at the age of 17 or 18, I think. When I turned 19, I actually started taking this serious. I started walking to people's houses for like 45 minutes to an hour, walking to different neighborhoods with nothing but my Essentials blow dry and straightener. I'll insert a picture right here. So this is the Essentials blow dry and straightener that you get from ShopRite. You used to get it for 99 rand back then. I don't know if it's more expensive nowadays. I don't know. I haven't purchased that in a while. And the 99 rand that I purchased that with was pocket money I got from my mom. So I started with, you know, washing and blow drying people's hair. I'd go to their houses, blow dry and wash and blow dry their hair. I had only that and skill. I had nothing else. No startup capital, no mentor to help me, no nothing. I started with only my Essentials blow dry, my straightener, and a skill. That's all I had at that time. Nothing else and nobody else. Sometimes I would go to people's houses and then they would shut their doors in my faces like, oh, you're too expensive. Nah, I changed my mind. I don't want you to do my hair anymore. And then they would shut their doors in my faces. I knew that I wanted to be in the hair industry. I just didn't know where exactly. So I still had to find my niche, meaning I still had to find what it is that I want to specifically do within this hair and beauty industry, because I can't be doing everything at once. Because, you know, as a business, you have to cater for a certain audience because you're solving people's problems. Well, I didn't know my niche back then, so I was like, I'm all over the place with this, but it's okay. I'm not gonna rush myself or try to overwhelm myself with, you know, trying to stress myself out with this whole niche thing. I'm gonna try and take it easy. On a later stage, that's why I found out, okay, washing and blow drying hair is not something it's not sticking for me. It's just not. Doing makeup, I don't have a problem with it, but it's also it's not sticking for me. And doing nails, completely not. And then I got into wigs, sewing extensions, protective styling, quick weaves, all those kind of stuff. I got into that and I was like, yes, this is it. This is where I want to be. In this hair industry, this is me. This is where I want to be. This is my category. I found it. I have it. Like, this is it. This is what I want to do. I remember my first wig, my first client. I won't forget her. She was so supportive. Like, she was my first client. She's actually from KNYSNA. She was like, I want to purchase a wig from you. And I was totally honest and open with her about this whole thing, and I told her I'm still new in this industry. She was like, okay, cool, it's not a problem. I'm gonna support your business. I'm gonna be your first client, right? So I'm gonna buy a wig from you. Me, I went to the store. I bought the wrong mannequin head actually to make these wigs. I didn't know that you're supposed to buy the rubber mannequin head, so I purchased the plastic one instead of the rubber one. And I was like, I did not know that because they pretty much look the same from a distance. They look the same, but when you close up, you can actually see the difference between the two. I did not know that. So I had my first client, and she was very understanding, and she was my first client who purchased the very first wig from me. So I remember on my old Facebook account that I had, I actually went live. I went live with that wig and the wig was actually too small because while I was busy trying to make the wig kept slipping, the wig cap, it kept slipping off, and I had to just like put it back on again. And it like kept slipping and sliding, and it was like all over the place. So the wig ended up being too small, but the hair quality was still good. She got back to me. She got back to me and she was like, the wig is actually too small, but the hair, the quality, everything is exactly as I wanted it. It's super nice. I really like it. Quality is really good. So thank you for being honest. You're good customer service. It's amazing. The hair is amazing. It's just the wig is too small, but other than that, I don't have any issues with the hair. You know, with my very first sewing extensions booking that I had, which was at Step Aside, I'll try and put in a video here. So she was my first sewing extensions booking that I had, and I remember I had no transport, no nothing at all, and my business also, it was at starting point, right? So nobody was supporting my business that well yet. This lady, she actually saw me on social media. She was like, I want to book you for sewing extensions. So what I did was I downloaded the Taxify/Bolt app on my phone, and I ordered a Bolt. This guy took me to town, and I was like, would you like still take me if I pay you in town and not right now, because I don't have money on me right now. He was like, all right, cool. And so I got to town, I went to go throw the money, and I had access to finances. So that is, by the way, that is what you call the pre-order method. That's what you call the pre-order system, where people pay for something, your product or your services first, and then you deliver on what it is that they paid for. That's what you call the pre-order method. She paid the money in, I think via PIP. I went to go get the money, and I paid that guy. I went to go purchase the hair and all the tools and everything that I needed, because I had absolutely nothing. I was broke. I had nothing. She took me to her room, and she was like, okay, cool, you can start, we can get cracking. And I was so excited because she's my first booking. I was recording everything, and I remember my phone died, and she was kind enough to charge my phone for a while. And then I was like, okay, my phone has, you know, a little bit of battery life in it, so let me use this. I got enough battery life to actually capture that footage of the end result and her being so happy, her reaction. I had enough battery life to capture actually that. And so I got home that night, I edited the video, I posted that video, and I promise you that video is the reason why my business just blew up. So people started knowing me. I even had people from overseas, London, UK, New York, all those kind of places like over there. I had people DMing me from there asking me about my wigs and being interested in my wigs. I had this one time where I sold out overseas, my wigs, I sold out overseas. By the time I hit 22, I was millionaire, but by the way, I made so much money just selling wigs, and I never knew that the hair industry is such a big industry. I never knew that. I just followed my passion because I'm passionate about doing hair, and I'm really creative when it comes to doing that. And you know, being in the business industry and just being an entrepreneur and doing things, and just, you know, it's for me, I like this. I really like it. It's definitely for me. The reason why I lost all of that, you know, why I lost this whole millionaire, self-made millionaire status, why I lost it is because I had no mentor to tell me you're spending your money wrong. And I didn't have the right mentality at that time, because you have to understand, I'm only 22. So when I had all of that money coming in from all different sides, I had people supporting me from KZN, Limpopo, Gauteng, Johannesburg, people supporting me from Pretoria, Durban, Cape Town, especially Cape Town. Cape Town, like, it was just wild. It blew up. You know, when I got to 22, I had all this money that I made, and I was still making so much money, like 5,000 rand, 10,000 rand a day, all that money that I used to make. But I had nobody to tell me at that time, you need to reinvest money back into your business. Like, create another stream of income for yourself, start another business. Reinvest this money back into your business, save some of this money, you know, invest some of this money, buy shares, become a shareholder, all this kind of stuff. I didn't think like that back then. The only thing I was focused on, like, I'm a millionaire. I have all this money, I'm spending money, I was financing everybody's lifestyles here at home, I was paying for the bills, I was buying groceries, I was giving my mom a lot of money, I was just spending money all over the place. I was spending money, I was blowing money out. Like, as it was coming in, I was going out because I was spending money left and right. And that is how I lost that. Like, I worked so hard to get to that point, but little did I know that was gonna take, as much as you work hard to get to this point, now you're gonna have to work smart to maintain this. Because of course, before you can work smart, you have to work hard. I've always had a thing for entrepreneurship, but I never knew that entrepreneurship was my calling. Nothing else gets to me the way this does. I tried the whole police thing, didn't work out. I tried the whole study for a nurse thing, didn't work out. The education, tried to do the whole teaching thing, it was boring. Working a bunch of 9-to-5s, having this job, having that job, didn't work out. But for some reason, being in the business industry, there's something about it that just, I'm so addicted to. Like, it just gets to me. Like, I don't know how to explain it. And that's how I knew this is my calling. This entrepreneurship, this is my calling. This is me. This is definitely for me. When I switch into business mode, everything changes, everything is different. You know, it's just, there's something about being in this business industry that just gets me the way nothing else gets me. So I had so many people at that time, right? I had so many people at that time DMing me, asking me where did I study for these things, like I'm inspiring them, all this kind of stuff. Like, people was DMing me, people was blowing up my phone, people was asking me, can you come to Cape Town, can you do a masterclass, can you teach us how to do these things, I want to become an entrepreneur, I want to be like you, all this kind of stuff. I received so much love and I received so much, you know, support from all those people. Everything that I know now as an entrepreneur is everything that I've learned myself through trial and error. I had no mentor, nobody taught me these things, and at first it was scary for me because it's like, I really want to become an entrepreneur. I asked so many people before to just, you know, help me and give me advice and stuff like that, and you know, for people to just decline on that request of mine, I got so sad. But now I get it. Now I understand it. Now I see that entrepreneurship is a thing. When you're in the business industry, right? Get this. You can't teach someone how to be an entrepreneur. It made me a better and stronger entrepreneur, and it made my creativity more advanced because now, you know, the whole thinking outside the box and doing things for yourself, getting it done for yourself, by yourself, so I can do things and I can make things happen and I can create opportunities when none present themselves, with or without people, with or without advantages, with or without having something there or somebody there to help me or somebody to assist me or whatever the case may be. I get things done with or without those things. So you can actually give the definition of entrepreneurship to somebody, but have you really given the definition? Because it's like, there's more to entrepreneurship than you think. I can give you all of this information on a silver platter, but until you haven't experienced none of this, until you haven't tested and tried out none of these things, you won't get it and you won't understand. Crying myself to sleep at night, being broke sometimes, making all of this money, losing it and winning it back and all this kind of stuff. Like, in the business industry in general, it's a you win some, you lose some kind of game. What keeps me motivated is the fact that when I reached the age of 22, I was a millionaire. With all the money that I was making, I was a millionaire. That's at least something that I could tick off. I was a millionaire. And it's the fact that I did that and I earned that because I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? So that keeps me motivated. It's the fact that I've done it before, I can do it again. The only difference is now, my thinking is more advanced. I got more knowledge now. I learned now. I learned a lot more now. I know a lot more now. So now at least when I start over and I redo everything, I don't start from scratch, I start from experience. And I got a lot of knowledge that goes with that as well. I'm a risk taker. I'm a risk taker. I be doing things that make people go like, are you crazy? Like, that's me. That's me. Like, I hate being ordinary. I hate being ordinary. Like, for me, there's just nothing fun about being ordinary. It's just, it doesn't work for me, unfortunately. Things I didn't know back then, I know it now. And it makes the rebuilding process for me so much easier and so less complicated for me. And that's something I'm really appreciative towards. And that is pretty much the story behind GLAMOURGLIZZ Beauty Salon and how I became a millionaire at 22 years old. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want me to create more videos like this, if you want me to do a more in-depth video on how to start, build, and grow a business and everything that goes along with that, just let me know in the comment section down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like this video and share and comment down below. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out. Bye.